All right, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It's your boy Connor, your primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys. Today, we have a huge amount of patch notes here for the brand new Season 3 update for Vanguard and Warzone. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We got a lot to cover here, so we're going to try and breeze through majority of the, at least most important notes in these patch notes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. So, first things first, your featured playlists for the week are as follows. If you'd like to pause the video, feel free. I will go ahead and just leave this on screen if you guys want to pause the video. But these are your playlists for the next 4 weeks. So do bear that in mind. We have the brand new Operation Monarch, which we'll get into at a later date. Moving on, we have our brand new Battle Pass, which is going to include obviously a bunch of blueprints, some new skins, and also new operators. So we have a brand new event known as Operation Monarch, which will be essentially like a Titan versus player sort of AI event. The Titans, as far as I know, are non-playable characters. So do bear that in mind. But this event will not be going live until May 11th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They'll give more details on this at a later date. Obviously, our modes, they do have Caldera Iron Trials, which is going to be coming back at a later date, including a bunch of a bunch of new changes here, including melee damage, vehicle spawn rate, no free loadout drops, loot being more rare, larger cash piles harder to find. So that will be coming at a later date. We also have some plunder changes here. They're going to increase the carrying limit, which was at 1.6 million, which many people didn't really hit, but they said for those that did hit it, they've now increased that. They did not specify as to what exactly they changed there. Moving on, this is a very big one here. Players will no longer spawn with Handgun Charlie as a starting weapon. For those that are curious what Handgun Charlie is, that is the Diamante pistol that was starting in Resurgence. A lot of players, including myself, hated this because of how easy that weapon was to use, and it was just incredibly powerful. You would have let's say you would have your loadout gun, and then all of a sudden a player would land on you with a Diamante, and that Diamante will outgun almost anything at close range. So it's nice to see they have gotten rid of that, so hopefully this will minimize a lot of the BS stats that we get. We also have a brand new Gulag, which is currently seen on screen. Roughly symmetrical arena based on the belly of a ship just off the coast of Caldera. So this looks pretty nice. I'm really excited to try this out. We have a new location known as Dig Site, which is going to be a tribute to King Kong and Godzilla, all that good stuff. Operation Monarch, for those that have seen the movie, you'll know exactly what that is. We have a brand new skybox location, and also a few updated location for those that know this location from the movie. This is actually the ship from King Kong where they run aground on the island. If you've seen the movie, you'll know that. But we also have a few more updated location. Peak is going to be updated to like an excavation site as well. Runaway is going to get an update here. Lagoon's getting an update. And we also have private matches, which will include Rebirth Resurgence Solos and Rebirth Iron Trials, which will be added to the features there as well. We have a brand new contract known as Sabotage. Players will be given a vehicle target somewhere on the map. Destruction of said target will be rewarded with an armored truck, which can be either destroyed or stolen by the enemy team as well. We also have 5 high-value loot zones in season. For those that play Apex Legends, you guys will know exactly what this is. Basically, a certain area on the map will be marked as high-value loot. And if you land there, you have a higher chance of getting more cash, better weapons, just pretty much better everything as well. They're also updating some of the gas masks here, so that way it doesn't interrupt while you're ADSing, and also affected by gas Nebula 5 rounds. Most Wanted contract's going to get a few changes here. You can no longer use attack map to ping an enemy Most Wanted target directly. Refresh rate of Most Wanted target on attack map has also been increased as well. Bounty contract got a speed increase to attack map refresh rate. Deployable buy stations. When a player pings a deployable buy station, there will now be dedicated audio narration to better inform squad mates of the player's intentions. Redeploy positioning improvements. Players who redeploy via Gulag victory or are brought back will now spawn in close proximity to their squad or loadouts. That's a great change there, because that happened too often where you would spawn far away from your loadout. So it's nice to see that they changed that there. Moving on, some Caldera adjustments here. We're going to be able to loot perks now inside of Caldera. Unsure if this will be added to Rebirth at a later date, but for now, you are able to loot Battle Hardened, Engineer, High Alert, Restock, Tempered, Quick Fix, Scavenger, and Point Man, which is a Plunder exclusive. So basically, you can now loot perks. It's unclear if these will be added to your perks. So let's say you pick up your loadout. You obviously have 3 perks that on your loadout. If you loot one of these, does that mean you get 4? I guess we'll find out. Moving on, only one of each perk can be equipped at any one time. Lootable perks can ping to communicate with your squad. Lootable perks are additive to loadout perks. Oh, so I guess that answers that question. So let's say you have Ghost on your loadout, right? If you loot, let's say tempered, you now have ghost and tempered, so they will be added as well on your loadout. All perks are unequipped on death but do not dropped, so that's pretty good there. Rebirth Island adjustments, they added some spawn protection improvements. Remove the damage reduction scaling system that was based on ground distance. System is disabled if a player is near the ground or an opponent. Players who have the shield icon will only take a flat 25% of the damage received. Spawn protection will no longer reduce gas circle damage as well. Weapon trading got a few changes here as well. And later on throughout the season, they're going to be adding more slide camera lock improvement and footstep audio improvement. Slide camera lock improvement is huge, so I'm really happy to see that they're changing some of that. We got a bunch of bug fixes here, which I'm not going to go too in depth with, but one of them does include the buy station UI fix. That's a big one that I wanted to point out there, but the rest are just small changes that a lot of people probably didn't even know were actually in the game. Private matches are temporarily disabled due to stability issues. They'll be added back at a later date. We obviously have our brand new weapons here, the M1916 Marksman Rifle, which is a Vanguard semi-automatic weapon. I did cover that on my channel, so if you guys would like to see that, just look at my recent videos, and I'll add links to that in the description as well. We also have the Nikita AVT Assault Rifle, which will be available in Warzone and Vanguard. We also have some weapon adjustments here. Assault Rifle Alpha, 30 Russian short, 45 mags. Garand 50, damage at range move, damage range decrease to 10%. The Krasnik 620 Precision, bullet velocity increased to 40, up from 30. For the VDD 320, bullet velocity increased to 30%, up from negative 12%. The 760 05B damage range increased to 35%. I believe this is the STG. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm like 99% sure that's the STG that they're talking about here. Assault Rifle Bravo, 30 British round mags, capacity increased to 36 from 32. Secure round mags increased to 28. Clouds are fast, now 24. Clouds are 38, now 42. Attachment name will be corrected at a future update. The Volk, which is a pretty underrated weapon, the bullet velocity penalty in the 30-round mags has been renewed on the 40-round mags. Same case, 428.05B bullet velocity increased to 50, now increases bullet velocity by 30% for the 407, and the 287 bullet velocity increased to negative 10, up from 12. The Vargo assault rifle got a slight little nerf here, both to its horizontal and vertical recoil control on numerous attachments, so do bear that in mind. The XM4 got a slight nerf to its minimum and maximum damage, decreased down to 26. Handguns, the top break, got a small little buff. I'm still never going to use that hand cannon. I call it a hand cannon. I play too much Destiny, I know. But it's basically the revolver. I'm never going to use that. Handgun Charlie, Cold War, got a head damage multiplier. It decreased to 1.49. I believe this is the Diamati that got a slight little nerf. Head damage multiplier decrease. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Diamati. So hopefully that got nerfed a little bit there. Light machine gun Charlie got a slight little nerf as well. Yet again, this is the Bren, I believe. This has got a huge nerf here, actually. I actually just covered a video on this. I guess I got to recover it again at a later time. We'll definitely look into that. The Whitley got a minimum damage increase up to 31. This weapon still sucks. I'm never going to use it because the ADS penalty is dreadful. Sniper rifles. This is huge here. A lot of big changes here to pretty much almost every mainstream sniper in the game. The following weapons will now one-shot to the head at any range. The HDR, the Sniper Rifle Charlie, which I believe is the Car 98, the ZRG-20 BO Cold War, 3-line rifle Vanguard, and the Garand anti-tank rifle. So if the sniper hits hard at any range, it is going to one-shot at any range pretty much. The following weapons do not have one-shot potential to the head, which includes the Rytec AMR, the Sniper Rifle Alpha, and the Sniper Rifle Charlie, which I believe is the Car 98. The Sniper Rifle Charlie can one-shot to the head at any range. The MW weapon, head damage multiplier increased to 3.2. So these are a lot of changes here. I'm not going to read through every single one of these, but essentially, basically, a lot of the popular snipers that you guys have probably used before, the SPR 208, the Swiss, which was pretty popular, the Tundra, other weapons, the Pellington, and also the infamous Car 98. Those weapons are no longer going to be able to one-shot at all ranges, but there is going to be a maximum range where they can one-shot up to. The Armaguerra also got a nerf as well. The fire rate decreased to 10%, down from 15, now increases damage by 5%. And also, do want to make note, I did not mention it, so I figured I'd mention it now. The ADS times has been adjusted on some of the weapons as well. The 3-line rifle, Car 98, Vanguard version, and Type 99 got ADS speed buffs as well, because they were absolutely dreadful to use, so it's nice to see that they did get a slight little buff. Moving on, the bullet velocity penalty also decreased on the 180 short barrel for the Armagira. Type 100 got a slight nerf to its 48 round mags. Damage multiplier decreased down to 6.5, down from 14%. That's almost double. That's actually insane. Not many people were using the Type 100, but I did cover it quite some time ago. So it's unfortunate to see that it got nerfed, but it was probably for the better, more because more people more than likely would have figured out what that weapon was capable of. Owen Gun got a huge nerf here. Neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.17 for the 72 round mag. The head damage multiplier decreased to 1.47. Submachine Gun Charlie, which is the MP40, got a minimum damage decrease down to 23 from 24, and upper and lower torso damage multiplier decreased to 1.04 from 1.1. Moving on, the M1 Garand got lower limb damage multipliers increased to 0.8 from 0.7. Ammunition subsonic bullet velocity penalty has been removed, so hopefully this will make this attachment a little bit more usable for some of the SMGs. Muzzle's mercury silencer damage at range penalty removed. The MX silencer now decreases your sprint to fire speed by 2% and now increases your damage at range by 10%. Moving on, we also have a brand new operator which will be coming to the season. Expect some new bundles for this one. And also, last but not least, here are your download sizes for the brand new update. This is going to take a long time to download because I have both Modern Warfare and Warzone installed. This is going to be a colossal, almost 100 gigabyte update for PC. For Xbox One, you lucked out at 40.9 gigabytes, and for PS4 and PS5, you're at 43.2 gigabytes. The update will be available for download coming within the next hour or so, depending on when you're watching this. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this. We got a bunch of new content. I'll be covering some of these weapons in a future video, covering class setups and updating some class setups that I've already uploaded. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy Carnage, your Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.